take them off. Just take them off. If we're gonna use them, let's use the old noggin, folks. I want your firewood to dry as fast as my firewood. Why would you keep them on your IBC tote? I don't understand. This is an important step. I think a lot of you miss. What I want to show you isn't groundbreaking and dry your firewood faster. Are you ready for this? They're 15 bucks a piece. I'm just confused and I'm curious. And welcome back, Firewood Addicts, to another episode of Travis Does Firewood. And today I'm going to show you how to dry wood faster in IBC totes. So, I've had an idea of this episode for some time now, but I haven't had any IBC totes that were new enough to do it. So, on Marketplace, like a lot of us are, and I found two totes, freshly used, drained, bladder intact, cage almost brand new or whatever, and they were cheap. They were 15 bucks a piece. Now, in my area, IBC totes can go as much as like 150 bucks. Like, no joke. That we have like a desert of IBC totes here. I know some places here, like, you get them for $10, you get them for $5, you get them for free. It's just in my area, I can't find totes for free. It's just not available, not possible, and people understand this. So when they have one, they can mark up the price. I think the guy who sold it, I think he lived on some sort of farm with chemicals inside or whatever. I don't know. The fertilizer or something, I don't know what was inside. I didn't read the letter. I just jumped on it because I know they're cheap enough. If anything, I could flip them. But I mean, there's been this fad, there's this trend within Firewood on YouTube to use these totes to store, deliver, transport firewood for a while. This is nothing new, but what I want to show you isn't groundbreaking, but something that I have seen on YouTube and I don't understand it. So that's the story. I got these two. I fit them both in my truck, strapped it down, my tailgate down, and brought them home. 30 bucks for the two. You can't go wrong with that price, at least for this area. So I jumped on it. I brought them home. I could always use them for something firewood related. But in this case, I'm going to show you real quick how to dry firewood faster with totes. So first off, we got to do is take the arms out of the top. I've already taken out two each on one of them, or two of them, or so. You know, like the cross braces. These ones, right here. Oddly, these are not like a tech bolt. They're like 6 millimeters. So I'm just using some tools. So just take them out. So I'll just fast forward. Alright, now the bladders are out. That's the first step. But side note, any of you people who are farmers or homestead or, I don't know, do you know what Lyoxo 4% is? Is that bad? Is it drinkable? No, I'm kidding. But do you know if it is? Let me know down in the comments, because I have no clue what that is. But one of the first steps before you start to cutting into the sides or modifying the metal part, these corners, take them out. You don't need them. And this little flap here for the spigot, you don't need that part. You don't need it either. Toss it. Now the plastic parts do not have a recycle symbol on them. They are plastic, so I don't know. You can try to recycle them, whatever. But they're not needed. It also restrict the airflow. Okay, get rid of it. It's nonsense. Take these off. Okay, now you're almost ready. This is an important step. I think a lot of you miss or don't understand or you don't think it matters. But there's one more step to prep these things to make sure that you can maximize airflow and dry your firewood faster. Are you ready for this? That's not working. There, I did it. I said it. Those come off. Why would you keep them on your IBC tote? I don't understand. That will shield air, wind, sun from. Yes, I know it's not all the way around. It's a little portion of the tote, but why wouldn't you take it off? Why wouldn't you? I don't understand. Tell me down in the comments. Seriously. Now, I just used my foot, and that didn't work very well. Easier solution is a small sledge. So just pound on it. Easy peasy. Few hits, done. Now, for those of you who have kept them on, may I ask you why? I mean, I maintain what you do in your wood yard does not impact me at all. I'm just confused and I'm curious. This little piece of metal makes your firewood not dry as fast. Now you could argue the point, well, it's a little piece of metal or a little piece of whatever the wind, and I get it, but it takes 5 seconds to take off. Use a hammer, use your foot, punch it with your fist if you think you can. I don't know, the butt of your chainsaw, something like a blunt object, and then take them off, and then save them and recycle them. Same with the arms on top and the bolts. Metal recycle, get a few bucks to pay for some bar oil or some beer money, kind of like firewood. But why not take it off? It makes no sense to me. So let's all do this. The only person that I can think who does this within the firewood realm on a regular basis is Bert. And I applaud his efforts because it's common sense. It's logical. So for those of you who use IBC totes, do you also take off these metal plates? If so, I applaud you. Good job. That makes sense. Rock and roll using your head. For those who don't, tell me why down in the comments. Now, I'm not mad. I'm just confused. I want your firewood to dry as fast as my firewood. I want your firewood to be sold as seasoned as possible. I want you to burn firewood in your own wood stove that is as dry as possible so there's no creosote in your chimney. We don't want any chimney fire. We don't want any chimney fires in our houses, folks, okay? So, if you use totes to dry your firewood, take off the metal sheet. Now, if you're using the transport, leave them on. I don't care. If you're using the store to dry, take it off. Now, it's on the front here, at least what this one was, and usually I think, in my opinion, you would take the shorter side, because these are not a square, they're rectangle, right? So you would take the shorter side, the front side where the spigot would be, and then you would cut into that, right? Well, at least on this tote, this was in the way in the front, so you would want to take that off anyway. So maybe this would come off as you make your cuts. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm just saying, and maybe I'm being a dick here in putting this out. And I don't know, folks. I mean, can you feel me on this one? Does this make sense to you? Leaving this on to pee just a little bit of airflow? I mean, again, it takes 5 seconds to take off. Take it off, metal recycle, move on your day, and you have drier wood. Wood that will dry faster. Ingenious concept, I know. Just pointing it out. Short and sweet episode. Just wanted to share that with you. I'll save the details on how we all know how to take an angle grinder or a sawzall or a torch to cut this out, and then you grind it down so it's not all edgy, or to take one of those like pool noodles and you go around the edges so there's nothing gonna jab you or cut you afterwards. Totes are an ingenious idea to use, especially if you can get them for cheap or even free. But if we're gonna use them, let's use the old noggin, folks. Use the old firewood noggin. Now, this did not come to me from the firewood gods. The firewood gods have not spoken to me for quite some time. I'm not sure why, and maybe because a lot of you watching don't like my satire because because the firewood gods talk to me when they want me to point something out in a satirical way. I don't know. Anyway, I digress. Take out those metal sheets. Just take them off. Just take them off. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. And remember, life too short to be a prick, so be kind to another. Rock and roll. Stay safe. Keep cutting. Cheers. So real quick, sorry, before I forget, what do you think I should do with these bladders? Should I cut them at a diagonal and use them to go on top of the totes? Should I cut them in flat sheets and build a roof like I did over there, which did not really work, so I don't recommend it, but I can try again. Or, I don't know, cut them up and do what Mike did over at Rescue Homestead and Garage, and make a little tote in itself. I don't know, let me know down in the comments if you have any ideas for the totes.